2 years ago when the parade was canceled, we had already put it together, and we had the whole line of march laid out, and we were ready to go. Fortunately, most of actually a very, very high percentage of the groups that were coming 2 years ago are coming this year as well. We lost a couple just through normal attrition, and so we're going to be, it's going to be a very similar parade to the ones in the past, but there's a couple of different twists to it this year. We have our three mummers bands, as we usually have three or four. We have a band from Brooklyn, New York, which I believe is called the Brooklyn Line Band. And it's a group of young people who perform at the New York Giants football games and also at the Brooklyn Nets professional basketball games. And there are Brooklyn Line Drum Band, I believe. But it's there's 20 drummers, and they have a dance troupe. And they are unbelievable. And I think that's going to be a huge hit in the parade. They're going to be also performing at the Breakfast for the Ambassador Award winner on Sunday morning before the parade up at Wyckoff Country Club. So they'll be a big hit. So we've got some surprises in store. We have some stilt walkers. We have hula hoop acrobats and things of that nature, just for a change. We have, as of last week, it was 27 confirmed marching units and bands and those types of things, bands, brass bands, all kinds of bands. I think we're at 17 or 18 floats that are confirmed, and we ordinarily have about 15,000 people who actually march in the parade. And we're right about at that number right now. So we're also, sometimes it's limited, but not a big problem. Channel 22 is televising it, and they only give us from 12 noon to 3 o'clock. So we have 3 hours. So we don't want to go over where people who are marching and paid money in some cases to be in the parade. Mostly we're paying them to be in the parade, but we don't want them cut off at the end. So yeah, Channel 22, in that case, they would turn it over to their WWLP online, so people that are home with their computers could watch it. So it's going to be similar to past years, but a few different twists. We're just looking forward to getting out and doing this, because it's been, people say, when did you stop planning? I said, we never really stopped planning. I mean, we thought after 2020, we thought that we'd be able to have the parade in 2021, and it became very obvious in December of 20. And we actually went to the city and said, we can't have a parade in the road race in this environment. So that was kind of at our impetus, and they agreed, of course, and it was the right thing to do. So we've been, we were thinking this thing has got to get better, and then when Omicron happened here a while back, I'm thinking, oh my God, how can we do this? My tenure as president is supposed to be for 1 year, and now it's been 3. And it's an honor and a privilege to be the president of the parade committee, but it's been a real challenge, and a lot of hurdles have been placed in front of us. And I think we've done a pretty good job of surmounting pretty much all of them at this point. So we're having a meeting tomorrow night where we're going to finalize the line of march. So we'll get exactly who's going to be in, who's going to be out. And we could still make modest changes after that. But once we do that, and then I think it's a week from today, we give the line of march to the TV people, and they practice with that. So it's got to be pretty finalized by that point in time. And I'm excited. I think it'll be great. The level of anticipation on the part of the public has been just unbelievable. And everybody is ready. Everybody is ready. If they're not, they're getting ready. So I just hope that people will come out in droves and enjoy the road race and enjoy the parade.
Thank you very much for everything that you have been doing to bring us this joy in just a couple of weeks.
Oh, you're very welcome. And I want to tell you that our new mayor has been absolutely fabulous. He had a wonderful talk this morning at the flag raising in front of City Hall. And I don't know if you were there or not, but he was telling us about the history of the Irish in Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah.
And he went into it, and I was not aware of anything to that extent, And so I started off, I had to make some comments. I started off my comments by saying, I really thought that we would be able to teach our new mayor something about Irish history. But it's just the opposite here this morning. We're all learning from him, and I never knew any of that stuff. So he's been just a jewel and a wonderful guy to deal with. So we're very fortunate.
Well, that's a sweet story. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.